What's up guys, welcome to today's tutorial. In today's video we are looking at this very great social media banner. So guys, this is what we are about to create today. Let's quickly turn off this and open the main work. Scroll down all the way to the background. So let's create the background preset. Control N. Okay, so what the size that I use is 10, and I set the resolution to 70. Give it a name right over here and do what? Maintain the default settings. After that, to get the gradient color, go to the adjustment panel, select gradient, and guys, you are good to go. Okay, so after inserting your gradient, what you have to do is to insert the image concerning whatever you are doing inside your Photoshop. So this is about fitness. As you can see, this image, this guy is lifting heavy metals right over here. So after inserting the image right over here, as you can see, set the opacity to 54% and leave the fill to 100%. After that, so press Ctrl so after that, come to the gradient color, change the opacity to 75%. So after that, the next thing you have to do is shape using the pen tool. So guys, I drew this shape using the pen tool. So after that, what I did next was to add effects to it. So as you can see with the effects, I used drop shadow, which is right over here. So the distance is set to 0, the spread is set to 22, the size is set to 103, the opacity is set to 58%, and the angle is 92 degrees. So that is what I did for the drop shadow. After the drop shadow, the next thing that I did was to add this dotted circle right. After adding it, I went to color overlay, which is for the effects, and I changed the color to white. After changing the color to white, I decreased the opacity to 70%. After decreasing the opacity to 70%, I moved on and drew a rectangle. So guys, with the rectangle, this is how I drew it. So first of all, create a new layer right over here. Let's draw a rough rectangle here. After that, I relate it. So let's change the color to white or gradient. Okay, so let me change the color to gradient. Press Ctrl T on the keyboard. So guys, if you get something like this, it's really okay. After that, click on the text sign. After clicking on the text sign, what you have to do next is to go to the rectangle tool, take the color, change the gradient to this type of half gradient right over here, and try to change the angles. So guys, this is what I did with the rectangle. So this is what I got right over here. So let's delete it. So as you can see, after creating it, I placed this right here, and I placed the other one too right over here. So guys, for the actual main rectangle, this is it. So I'll put something inside. This is it. So as you can see, I have 3 perspective rectangles, 1 2 3. So after that, what I did next was to insert my image. So as you can see with the image, I have the shadows already, so I didn't bother much to set the shadows right over here. So as you can see with the next thing that I did to the image, which is gradient map, of course, as you can see, I've set the visibility to red. I'll come back to the gradient map for you guys to see something. Okay, so the next thing after the rectangles is to add the social banner, social media handles right over here. So let me change. I added this effect and went to color overlay, and I chose this color, and the opacity to is set to 100%. After that, what I did next was to create another rectangle, and to create another rectangle, I decreased the edges to 21 pixels. The field is set to gradient, and after that I decreased the opacity to 73%. So after that, what I did next was to import this bird PNG logo right over here, and I added this color overlay. So to get those effects, what you have to do is to go to the effects, click on it, or you get all these effects right over here, or double click on it and to open all the effects right over here. So the color overlay, I set the color to this color navy blue, and the opacity too is set to 100%. Okay, so after that, what I did next was, so with this hue and saturation, I'll leave it for the meantime, and I'll come back to it as for the other one too. So after that, I added, let's go and add a test. I added test to the social media handles. That is my channel's name. You can go there and follow me on every platform. What I did next was to type fitness exercise. So this EXE means exercise. After that, I added a gradient overlay to the test, which is this one. So you can see the opacity is set to 81%, the style is set to linear, the angle is set to minus 150 degrees, the scale 100%. Okay, after adding the gradient overlay, what I did next was to add a drop shadow. So with the drop shadow, as you can see, distance 17 pixels, spread is set to 0 degrees, the size is set to 9 pixels, and the angle is set to 64. The opacity is set to 39. So guys, when you are designing, make sure you look, or you consider, you take all these actions into consideration. What I did next was to add another filter. So I duplicate the text right over here, and I added this white text. So I explained this text effect in one of my videos. So what I did is, after duplicating the text, what I did was to double click on the text. What I did was to set the fill opacity to 0. After that, I came to the stroke and increase the stroke size to 30%. Everything remains normal. If your position is not set to outside, kindly set it to outside. The blending mode is set to normal, opacity 100%. The color is set to white. After that, this is the effect that you get. So after getting that effect, it will not be like this. Make sure you press Ctrl T on your keyboard to extend the font a little bit, the size of the font a little bit. You get this particular effect right here nicely. Created a test for the morning, and I added the previous effects that I added earlier on. So after that, I did the same thing, effects to the morning too. So after that, what I did was to type this text right over here, and adjust it properly. After adjusting it, I created this Kingston Designs present morning fitness exercise. After that, the third thing was to add 30% discount right over here, and so that is it for the test. After that, let's come back to this effects. After that, I went to the adjustment panel. And I pick vibrance right over here. So let me double click on my vibrance. Okay, so I set the vibrance to +12. After setting the vibrance to +12, I came back to the adjustment layer or panel, and I chose brightness/contrast. I set the brightness to 11. So guys, this is what I got. So let's come back to the hue slash saturation. So let's start from the first hue and saturation. So guys, with this one, with the gradient map, I flipped it to the subject. So this is what you get. This is the effect after clipping the gradient map, which is this color, this light navy blue color to the subject. This is what I got, something like black and white. Yes, so that is the effect that I was talking about. So as you can see earlier on, this is the one that I'm talking about. If you click on the pink one, this is the one that I'm talking about. So here, okay, so after that, what I did next was to create another hue slash saturation. I love them a lot. So if you create that and you click on the view sign, so as you can see with this hue and saturation, I changed the hue to red so that it will change the color of the white. So yes, that is it for today's video. If you like today's video, make sure you subscribe. So guys, I have a surprise for you, as these are all brushes that I want to share it to you guys. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let this channel hit 11k subscribers, which means 11,000 subscribers. I'll give you all these brushes for free. Make sure you subscribe and recommend my channel to your friends and your family members. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time in my next video. Bye bye.